Canada's Trudeau urges unified front against China detentions, says all nations vulnerable.
Here's a summary of the article.
3-minute read. Ottawa, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau urged nations around the world to maintain a unified front against Chinese detentions of foreign citizens, saying every country was vulnerable. Trudeau made his remarks as China offered more consular access to 2 Canadian men it arrested in December 2018 and charged with spying. "We have a tremendous level of alignment, not just with the United States but with allies around the world, to continually bring up the question of the coercive diplomacy that China is increasingly using," Trudeau said in an interview at the Reuters Next Summit that aired on Thursday. China detained the 2 men after Canadian police picked up Huawei Technologies Co. Limited's chief financial officer Meng Wanzhou on a U.S. arrest warrant. Cyrene Cowrie, a spokeswoman for Foreign Minister Marc Garneau, said Canada had obtained agreements involving increased family and consular access to the 2 men in recent months but gave no details. The families of the 2 men had also spoken to them once by phone, said the person, who requested anonymity given the sensitivity of the situation. A spokesperson for Immigration Minister Marco Mendicino declined to comment when asked whether the permission for Meng's family was linked to the increased consular access.
This post received a score of 5,700, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Canada's allies abandoned it when Saudi Arabia threatened it. China is in another league.
One of Canada's allies already threw us under the bus when they insisted we arrest that Huawei lady. Now China has 2 Canadians hostage and screams at us daily for just following U.S. extradition laws.
You forgot the part where the US decided to impose tariffs on Canadian exports in the while. But to be fair, it's not like we hadn't seen plenty of how America First treats their allies even before that happened, so it's not like your government didn't know what it was getting into either.
If it were my call, I'd have some hesitation dealing with the US again. America is on the fast track to becoming a full oligarchy like Russia. We might have already passed a critical threshold of wealth disparity where it might be impossible to save our democracy.
Didn't China arrest and is effectively holding some Canadian citizens hostage over some problems with a CCP exec?
Yes. We, Canada, arrested a Huawei exec because of an extradition treaty with the US, who then left us holding the bag. And #X200B, in response China arrest 2 Canadians, one or both were just a teacher, on charges of espionage. And #X200B, edit, underscore, 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 underscore. Read below folks, my error was corrected repeatedly. Mostly by jerks, but also with sources.
The big incident was the Huawei executive, and since then Canada has public stated it will accept folks from Hong Kong.
Of course we will. Canada accepts more refugees than any other country on earth. They become valuable citizens and a part of our tapestry. The Hong Kong people, being pro-democracy, well-educated, and part of a once-held British territory like ourselves, are absolutely welcome here. They are future Canadians if they wish to join us, and can tolerate our horrible Arctic weather.
You can move to Paris as a child, learn French as your first language, and live there until you die and never be considered Parisian. If you come to Canada and can put up with the weather, and don't mind the coffee, you're basically Canadian already.
You guys have a coffee problem up there.
I think he probably just means the primary coffee shop, Tim Hortons, serves some pretty bad coffee that for some reason people love. Requisite: Tim's coffee used to be better until they were bought by a Brazilian corporation and started to cheap out using frozen donuts and stuff. McDonald's actual uses the coffee supplier Tim's used to use. They started going to shit long before RBI bought them. It's merely the latest chapter in their proud march into inedibility. The frozen donuts thing happened when I was in high school, I'm pretty sure. Fucking eternity ago. I think they've finally hit a lot of people's breaking point though.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.